Welcome back to my channel. As always, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to watch one of my videos. If you love handbags as much as I do, this would be a great place for you, and I would love to connect with you. The best thing for me about doing this is finding other people who share this passion with me and connecting with them. So I would love to do the same with any of you. So please subscribe, please hit that notification bell, and please comment below. A few of you have reached out to me and comments on other videos or privately messaging me on Instagram, asking me to do bag comparison videos. So I've got two lined up. The first one is going to be today, and I'm going to be going through 6 luxury bags that I feel are the perfect travel and everyday bags. So I'll talk about those, show you the bags, what fits inside, talk about the pros and cons, and tell you why I love them so much. And then I think I'm also going to do a video, hopefully next weekend, on the larger bags. I have a lot of big tote bags, and I'm going to do a comparison of the different sizes of those to show you guys basically the same thing for bigger bags. So before I get into it, I want to talk just briefly about a couple of things. How I define luxury. Everybody defines luxury differently. I define it as items that are very well made with high quality materials and amazing craftsmanship. And they also make me feel good when I wear them or carry them. These 6 bags, I consider them all to be luxury, and the price ranges are wildly different. Some of you might disagree. Of course, you're entitled to your own opinion, but that's how I define luxury. I'm also going to ask for your input. I am going back to Vienna this summer. I can't wait. It is my favorite city. I feel like I connect with it on a soul level, if that makes sense. I feel I am never as happy and content as I am when I am in Vienna. I go every summer. I haven't been since 2019 because of COVID. And so I'm really, really excited to go back. So of these 6 bags, there is one that I am definitely bringing, and I'll tell you this as I go through these. One that I might be bringing, and then there are 2, and I want to bring one of them. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts below on those 2, and they're the first 2 up, as to what you think I should bring and why. So now let's just dive into the video. I'm going to talk about what I love about these bags, some of the drawbacks of these bags, and then I'm going to also show you what fits inside, because they're also different sizes. So as I get smaller, I have to make choices and sacrifices. So I'm going to go from small to large. I'm going to start the video today with the Coach Rogue, or the Coach Rogue 30. I made this customized on the Coach website. I have a video on that if you want to check that out. But this was the original size of the Rogue. They now have 5 sizes: the 17, the 25, the Rogue, or the Rogue 30, because it's 30 centimeters across. And then they have, I believe, the 36 and the 39. I think the 30 is the perfect size. I think I could absolutely get away with this bag as an underseat carry-on bag. Everything I could need it fits in here. Now, not everything that's in here is something I would put in my carry-on, and I'll tell you that as I go through it. So first, I'm going to show you what's inside and how I have it packed up, and then I'm going to empty it and give you a brief tour of the bag. So on the outside, it has these 2 slip pockets. So you can see here, the first thing I have is my iPad, and this is an iPad Pro 11-inch, and it fits perfectly in the side pocket here. So that's why I could use this as an underseat carry-on, because I could have my iPad with me at all times. It also, on the back, has a card holder here. Those, in my opinion, are mostly useless, but one place they come in really handy is if you're traveling and you're walking around a city and you have a Metro pass and you're going in and out of the Metro, you can just keep your Metro pass in here for easy access. Now, this bag doesn't have any type of branding. Both the front and the back are the front or the back. They look the same, so you could carry it any direction you want. I tend to use this pocket as the back pocket. In the front pocket, you'll see down there, I have my cell phone. This is the biggest iPhone, so it fits really easily in there. There is also a slip pocket, another slip pocket here. You could also fit your iPhone in there. I mean, I'm not so crazy about using it for that because I feel like it is so close to the top. I would just worry that it would slip out. So I just put it in the main compartment and it's easy to take out. Let me see if I can angle this down a bit as I go into this. So it unzips all the way down on the sides, but the mouth of the bag only goes to here on both sides. So it really doesn't do anything differently if you zip it all the way down versus just zipping it to the very ends of the bag. So you can see it's pretty full. I've got a lot of stuff inside. So I've got reading glasses. I just keep them in this felt pouch to save room. And I bring other pairs in my checked luggage in case they were to get broken. I also have sunglasses in here. These are in a just orange case I bought. They're Louis Vuitton sunglasses and they come in this rectangular box. And this just gives it a more narrow profile. So I use this case instead. I also have a clean Canteen water container. I love this. I fill it up with ice. It stays ice cold. Obviously, if you're going through the airport, you have to have it empty going through security. But if you're using it out and about, walking around, you put ice in it, pack it with ice, fill it with water, and it stays ice cold all day. This isn't going to fit in every bag. I normally like to have water with me because there are certain times when you're out walking around in a city and you might get really thirsty, and I've had that happen and had difficulty finding water. That's not the case in Vienna. It's everywhere. Every gift shop, every museum, everywhere has water. So this isn't going to be a necessity for me to carry around day to day, but I could if I used this bag. I also have a pouch with a bunch of different stuff in it. I've got nicotine lozenges. I've got nasal spray because I have bad allergies. I've got a charger in here. I also have AirPods in here. And I have a microfiber cleaning cloth in here. And then I have several lip balms. I'm addicted to lip balm, so I always have to have it with me. So I use this little pouch. I got it from Airport Tag. It's the European airports pouch. So it just has all the different airports in Europe, and it's a great way to keep things organized for bags that don't have enough organization, and most don't, in my opinion. I also have this little pouch here, and it's just got charging cables in for my phone, my watch, my iPad, and I also have an extra house key in here. Not that it's ever happened, knock on wood, but I always have a bag with me, so I think, why not just put an extra key here in case for some reason I walk out the door and forget my keys. I also have a small travel umbrella in here. I have a passport holder. And then lastly, in this little pocket here, I have my wallet. Whoops. I have my wallet and my 6-key holder. So that's pretty much everything I have in here. So I would not take the umbrella in the carry-on if I carried this on, and I would not take this water bottle. And if I used something in the overhead, I would not take the sunglasses. So I don't like to have my bags packed to the brim like this was when I unpacked it. My mother packs her bags to the brim, and I know other people do, which is why I wanted to show you all just how much fit in here. So I've showed you some of the bag, but on the inside, it's this open pocket, huge open space in here. And then it's got this side pocket here with a button closure, so you can effectively keep things separate by clipping that closed. And it keeps that keyring holder and that wallet nice and neat in there and out of the way. Other than that, there are no other pockets on the inside, but like I said, there's the two big pockets on the outside that can fit a lot of stuff. What I really, really love about this bag is the different carrying options, because sometimes when I've been walking around for hours, I want to give my shoulder a break. So I will switch to carrying a bag via the handles. It also has this really nice shoulder strap, and this is detachable. So you can take the shoulder strap completely off. It unhooks. The hardware there is really nice. I chose the nickel hardware. So you can remove the shoulder strap, which is great. So you can carry it over the shoulder. You can carry it crossbody. You can carry it by the top handles. Then you can tuck the handles inside to the inside the pockets, and they really don't get in the way when you do that. So that's great. And then there's also two other detachable shoulder straps. So you can wear it over the shoulder like this, and that's why you have to tuck these handles inside. Otherwise, it is really uncomfortable. I also just carry it handheld by this. So a lot of times when I'm using it, I actually just take it out like this, and I take it out with the handles tucked in, and I have it over my shoulder just like this, and it's super, super comfortable because this leather is just like buttery soft. And if I want to carry it handheld, then I just carry it like this. So this bag is really, really versatile. It's really well made. I mean, the stitching is perfect. The quality, the craftsmanship, everything about this bag screams luxury to me. It does retail. This one was $9.95 because I did the create your own rogue. If you buy a rogue this size on the Coach website, they start, I believe, at $7.95, and they go up from there depending on, you know, the materials of the bag. And there are a bunch of different colors and options, especially if you customize, starting at $9.95 and going up again based on the different leathers and materials you choose. But with all of these bags, except a couple of them, there are a bunch of different color and style and materials options, which I think make them great as well. So that is it for the Coach Rogue. It does have the feet on the bottom, and then it just says glove tan, genuine glove tanned leather embossed. It's upside down, I know, on the bottom. It does have a bit of a saggy bottom, so even if you put it down and you have it packed, I mean, the whole center here is going to be touching whatever surface you're on. So just be leery of that. That's a great, wonderful bag. And this is one of the ones, it's between this one and the next one for my second bag. The second bag I have here is the Louis Vuitton Cluny in the MM size. This sells for $2,570 on the Louis Vuitton website. I have the Pochette Métis strap attached to this bag. This is the strap I use when I carry it around. I did take it out a couple times. It's a relatively new purchase, but I did take it out and about a couple times to use it. This strap, it's okay for me. I have it in, well, I use my Pochette Métis, so it's not in the setting I had when I take this out, but I use the shortest setting when I use this strap on this bag, and it's not perfect. It doesn't fall quite where I want it to. So I did order a Vachetta leather strap from Etsy to see if that will be a better option. But this Pochette Métis strap is certainly a better option than the strap that this came with. And I will also add, if you clip it on the front side of the strap on one side and the back side on another, when you carry it, the strap is going to hold the handle perfectly vertical, so the handle doesn't flop around and move. And I also should have mentioned that on the robe bag, when you hook the shoulder strap up, you want to hook them on opposite corners of the bag. It just does not work if you hook them on the same side. So this strap is a better solution than the strap that this bag came with, and I will show you that out. So this bag came with this really short shoulder strap. It's got the Vachetta leather, which is nice, and the great Louis Vuitton hardware there that says Louis Vuitton on it. It, of course, matches the bag perfectly. And then it's this burgundy color with this kind of electric blue color. I don't think it's necessarily a bad combination at all. The problem is this is so short. Two problems with it. One, it's so short. When I carry it, the handle, the top handle hits my armpit, which is really annoying. And then I'm just not a fan of thick shoulder straps because they sit on me kind of like, oh gosh, where am I turning here? Sorry. They don't sit flat. That's what I'll say. They don't sit flat on my shoulder. They kind of angle up like that, or one side is off the shoulder, and then they're constantly slipping off my shoulder. So this strap just does not work for me, but it may work for some of you that get it. It did also come with a clochette here. There is another attachment like this inside here, so kind of like that. I don't know what you would use it for. Well, it actually came out. Most of the time I have a hard time getting it out, but it does come with that clasp there that says LV, so you could have it hanging from one side of the bag, and then, I don't know, you could attach keys or something else here. I don't like it. I took it off. I'm never gonna use it. Then it's just the really classic LV monogram. It's right side up on the back because of the way they stitched the back pocket on. It's one piece of canvas, and so the canvas on the back side's actually upside down, but stitching this pocket on in the way they did turns the canvas on the back right side up, which I absolutely love. Downside, this clasp is so scratched up. I mean, I don't know how well you can see it, but it got immediately scratched up because it is a really strong magnet. So it closes. I don't know why it's not doing it now, but it closes with a lot of force. I don't care about hardware getting scratched up. I don't baby my bags. I treat them well, but they're meant to be used, and I don't like the film left on them, so I took it off and it is all scratched up. Inside, it's got this nice, really beautiful burgundy lining, so it does match this shoulder strap here. And then it's got the Louis Vuitton tag, and it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in Spain. I did just find out that it really doesn't matter where your bag is made. People seem to love when they get made in France, but I've heard from somebody who works at LV that it doesn't make a difference. Inside, it's got two slip pockets here. They are really perfect for a wallet. They do fit my giant iPhone, but it comes up very high and sticks out. And then it also has a zippered front pocket here. So now I'm going to show you what fits in this bag compared to the Coach bag. So the first thing is my iPad fits in there. I can also get my pouch in there as well. And my iPad cover just got all messed up. I can get my sunglasses in there. I can get my reading glasses in there. I can fit my wallet in this back pocket there. That fits perfectly. I can fit my key holder in the other back pocket. That fits perfectly. In the front zippered compartment, I would keep my passport in there. In the back pocket, I would put my phone. It does fit in there. And then let's see if I can get my tech pouch in there as well. This thing is pretty full, and let me just see. I wish you could see this better. If this closes, does not really, it does close, but not automatically, but you can see all that stuff did fit in there. I would not do that. It's bulging a little bit, and that makes me nervous. So I would take out my tech pouch. I would take my sunglasses out of their hard case and just put them in there without that. And then it should close up fine. Yep. Whoops. See, it still is a little packed, but it did close. It's not bulgy. It's keeping the profile. So theoretically, for a short haul flight, I could use this bag as an underseat carry-on, but I probably won't do it. I'm going to be bringing a overhead on this trip to put this and the other bag I'm taking on my flight, and I'm going to use it as I'm going to use one of my tote bags. But I couldn't fit the glasses case, I couldn't fit the umbrella, I couldn't fit the tech pouch, and I couldn't fit the water bottle. But it still did hold enough, whereas if I was taking a really short flight, I might just take this because I'm not so worried about not having chargers with me if it's a 2 or 3 hour flight or less. One of the, I don't know if it's a design flaw or what, is these button snap closures here. So you can snap those buttons closed to keep the profile, but whenever you go in, it just pops out anyway. So I leave them unbuttoned. Maybe they could have done magnets there, or probably actually had nothing there and it would have still kept its shape. I don't know, but I just leave them unbuttoned. But I was able to get all my essentials in there. And if I was using this as a day bag, of course, I wouldn't be bringing my iPad, and I may be bringing this other stuff. I also would not be bringing my passport, so I can take that out of there. And then I do have some masks in the front pocket as well. So if I was using this as a day bag, which I did do, that's all I had in it. My phone, my wallet, my key holder, my sunglasses, reading glasses, and my essentials pouch. So great bag for that. So it's between this and the Coach bag. I'm really leaning towards this bag because I just think it's so beautiful, and to go out to dinner or to concerts, we'll go to a bunch of concerts. Like, I think this would just be great to carry by the top handle. And even for a day bag walking around, I wouldn't bring everything that's in that pouch anyway. But even for a day bag with the shoulder strap, it gives me the versatility to top handle it or shoulder strap it. And I think it's just beautiful. So I am leaning towards bringing this rather than the Coach bag. And please, I should say, please feel free to skip forward if I'm going through a bag that you're not interested in. So that is the Cluny. The next bag, and this is where I need to start sacrificing more because these bags are smaller. The next bag I have is the Sunrev Mini Maestra bag. It is $6.95 and up depending on the materials you choose. They have vegan, they have a few different leather options, and they have a ton of different colors, which I love. This is the marine blue with gold hardware. It is just really, really well made. I used this bag all day, every day in Paris last August as my everyday bag, and it was a great everyday bag. It also offers versatility that I don't use, but with the shoulder strap, it attaches on the back and it is removable, so you could carry it just by the top handle. You could use it as a shoulder bag, which is what I do, or you could use it as a crossbody bag by making the straps even longer. And lastly, you can use it as a backpack by pulling, by pulling these straps down. I don't know why this stuff works perfectly when I'm not filming, and then when I start filming, I run into issues. But there you have it. And these again are adjustable. There's many other settings here. I have it on a kind of a medium setting. So for me, I would not use this as a backpack because I just don't think it looks good. But for somebody that's small or petite, this would work very well as a backpack, giving you that versatility. It has the classic Sunrev clasp here, and it's nice that this one is magnetic. The bigger Maestras are a button. I prefer it when it's a magnetic closure, and it's pretty strong. So to get into the bag, you have to undo this, then you have the flap, and then you have the zipper compartment. So that may be a downside to people because you do have to do a lot to get into this bag, but it's like Fort Knox. Like, no one is getting into this bag without you knowing it because of the closures and the protection. One annoying thing is it's hard to zip it closed with one hand, and then these buttons come undone. I'm not sure exactly what the purpose is, but you can see right there, and same on the other side. There's buttons here that hold the zipper down. I'm not sure the purpose there. Maybe one of you watching this knows and can tell me, but you can undo them. And you can also just leave it unzipped. It's still so protected because of this flap that if you wanted to just leave it unzipped and use it unzipped, you could. And inside, it's got a lot of different organization, which is great. Unlike any of these other bags, it has organization. And this is where I have to let go of my pouch. But there are pockets in the front, so I can put my key holder in there. I can put my wallet in the other pocket there. See? So it's out of the way. I actually really don't have to get rid of my pouch with this bag, but I probably would because I would probably choose to carry a water around instead of the pouch. And then I would take my nicotine lozenges in there, and I would have my hand cream and nicotine lozenges in here. I would use one of these other pouches for a hand cream. Right back here, there's two pockets on the back, and there's actually a center narrow pocket there that would be good for a pen. I have a microfiber cloth already in here, and then I would probably stick a couple lip balms on top of the hand lotion in there, or just leave them loosely in. And then, oh, I left my phone in the Cluny. Then in this back pocket here, I would put my phone, and then I would have my sunglasses and reading glasses. So with this one, I can carry that water around, which is great, and it does close just fine with that stuff in there. So that's great for the water. This is really the last one I can carry water in. In the Cluny, it didn't really work because with the Cluny, you have to keep the profile narrow at the top so this closes. Otherwise, it doesn't. So you really, have more limited room than the bag indicates because of the narrow mouth. But this is a great bag to really carry absolutely everything I would need. There's nothing more that I would need to carry around. So this bag will hold the most of the other bags. And I did get caught in the rain in Paris briefly, and it held up really well. And after using it for 9 days in a row, it still looks brand new. It does also have a slip pocket on the back. Again, it's really tight, so I would never put my phone in there. It fits vertically, although it sticks up, but I wouldn't want to stretch that out. But that was actually a good place to put our metro tickets. So this is the Sunrev Mini Maestra. Next up, I have the bag that I am on the fence about bringing, and this is the Balmain Bee-Buzz bag. I love this bag so much. I'm just thinking of bringing this to have another fun day bag for me to carry around. The concern I have is that this canvas is not coated, so any liquids are going to get on it. They are not going to be repelled. They are going to soak right into the canvas. And then this leather, it's beautiful, it's soft, will get damaged if it gets wet. So if I bring it, I'll have to really pay attention to the weather. And if there's any possibility of rain, however slight, then I wouldn't carry it. The other downside, again, is the thick shoulder strap. I love how the shoulder strap adjusts at the bottom of both sides. I think that's just amazing because it doesn't have any buckle anywhere along the length of the bag, so it is comfortable over the shoulder. But again, yeah, you can see it's raised a little bit on this side. That's what it does. And then it's easier for thicker bag straps to fall off my shoulder. But I have a potential solution for that, and I want to hear you all's thoughts. On the outside, it's got a slip pocket in the back. Again, I wouldn't put my phone in there. You have to put small stuff in there. But again, that's a great place for, you know, metro tickets or something small that you can easily access. On the front, it has the top handle. It's not the most comfortable to carry because it's just a, you know, I don't want to say thin because it's not super thin, but it's thin. It's a thin piece of leather. It's wide. So carrying it top handle just really isn't comfortable because you can see it digs into your fingers and your palm there. I only use this as a shoulder bag. It's got a turn lock closure, which is great. And then you just open it to get back in the bag. One of the downsides is it doesn't always, and you have to trust this bag. You have to trust that when you go into it and close it, it's going to line up perfectly. Almost every time it lines up perfectly. But sometimes I struggle with it because I don't trust it, and then I'm trying to on the go find where the hole is, and it's difficult. But you gotta trust that unless you have it jam-packed with stuff, it's gonna fall right where it needs to fall to close really easy, which I think is great. You also can adjust it on the sides here. You see there's holes in this strap here to make the mouth of the bag bigger. In my opinion, it really doesn't do anything. If you put it in the loosest setting, the brown straps here do not go all the way under the brown circle. If you put it in the tightest setting, they overlap each other in the center. So I think the middle setting is perfect, and it doesn't, the smallest setting is actually pointless because it does really restrict the mouth of the bag. The larger setting, while it does open the mouth a little bit bigger, it doesn't make it any easier to get into stuff. So I feel this is more cosmetic than functional. One of my solutions for the shoulder strap, and I would like your opinion on this if you wouldn't mind, is I have this Aspinall of London strap here. And tell me if I'm off here, but I think the leather is a perfect match. Although the stitching is different. It's darker on the Balmain and lighter on the Aspinall strap. But I think the leather is a perfect match. The hardware is close, and then it says Aspinall on it. It's close, but not perfect. So what do you guys think? Do you use different straps with different bags? And would you do this? Because I think I would have to do this because this strap is so much better for me than that thicker strap. So comment below, let me know your thoughts. So when you get into the bag, you open it up and there is a zipper compartment back here. I don't put my phone in there. The zipper pull is, it locks in another place. It locks like awkwardly. So it's hard to get it open sometimes, but I just right now have masks and a microfiber cloth in there, and masks fit in all these bags, which is why I didn't point that out. Other than that, it is an open pit. I've actually got my Pochette Métis organizer in here because it doesn't really work with the Pochette Métis. It is too thick in my opinion, but it fits perfectly in here. So now here's where I really need to make sacrifices. I have to lose this pouch. So I'll put my essentials in here and show you guys how I organize this. And the Pochette Métis is going to be very much the same. So I've got my, it's going to be hard to do this without putting this down, but I've got my wallet and my key holder and my nasal spray in there. Then next I am going to throw in my nicotine lozenges. Those can go right over there. Those are a must. And then the next thing I'm going to put in is my 2 lip balms, because those are a must. And I have to have 2 because if one wears out or for some reason I lose one, but that all fits in there. Then with my phone, I can also put that in there, although it's not really the best. So that's another reason why I'm sort of on the fence about bringing this bag. The phone has to go up against the wallet, but it does fit in there. So there's the lip balms, the wallets, the phone. I could put my AirPods in there, of course, but I wouldn't really do that. And then lastly, I would have my reading glasses and my sunglasses in there as well. So this is almost exactly how I'm going to organize one of my other bags, but the sunglasses and the sunglasses are on top of the reading glasses in that front pouch. And then I have the key holder, the wallet, the lip balm, the nasal spray, and the phone. And I actually wouldn't even need to bring my key holder around, and I could also bring a thinner wallet as well, which I would probably do to save room. And my wallet, thin wallet, which I'll show you in a bit, is almost like not even anything that's going to take up any room at all. So without those 2 pieces, the wallet and the key holder, things fit in there better. And then I do still have some room on top. So nope, I cannot fit my umbrella. I could potentially fit the water bottle, but I probably would not do that. Yeah, no. Well, that does fit. So my little clean canteen does fit in there, but I probably wouldn't have that necessarily unless it was like a super hot day and I was like, I better bring water with me. But all in all, I just think this bag is so cute and I think it's so pretty, kind of the same thing. It does retail for $19.95. I should mention that. So I am thinking about bringing this one as another everyday bag option. On the fence, not certain, but that's the Balmain Bee-Buzz 23. They do have the 19, they do have Bee-Buzz clutches, and they also have a Bee-Buzz 40, which I've seen online, but I haven't seen it available anywhere. So this is the Bee-Buzz 23. Again, 23 inches across, but I think, how can I not bring this? I just love this bag. My 5th bag, and this is one I am absolutely bringing. You just got a glimpse of it, so I'll show you it. This is going to be my main workhorse. This is going to be my main everyday bag. I absolutely love it, and this is the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis in the reverse monogram. So like most of these other bags, the Balmain and the 6th bag, well, the Balmain does actually have a bunch of different colors and options too, so I take that back. Rather, the Cluny does also, sorry, The last bag I have has just a few color options and the price is the same. So with the Pochette Métis, it's called the reverse monogram because you have the regular monogram and then the reverse on the top flap and the back. And then it also comes in just the regular monogram. It comes in leather with different prints, and the prices go up. The canvas is the cheapest and then they go up from there. I'm just a sucker for the LV monogram, and I love the reverse monogram, which is why I got this one. It does have the shoulder strap. It has 5 adjustments in it. I love that they put the gold rings around the holes to protect it because it's canvas, so it would crack. It's got really nice hardware. It does have a top handle here, and this is treated leather, so I think it'd be fine if it got wet. I won't ever carry it top handle. I think it's too tight for me, but I know other people do, and perhaps this would stretch out a little bit if I did, but I don't want to carry it that way. I carry it by the shoulder, and this is my favorite bag. This is probably my favorite bag in my collection because it's just the perfect everyday bag. To get into it, you just have the S-lock clasp here. You push these together and it pops open, and you can see the thing I had in the Balms, the organizer, there was one for each pocket. I thought it was too thick and it made it too bulky, and I was really worried the canvas would stretch out. So this is how I organize this bag. I put the nicotine lozenges in there. I put my wallet in the back pocket. So it does have 3 pockets, I will add. It has a small pocket in the back. Right now I just have face masks in there, and I don't know really what else I would actually put inside there. You could put your phone in there. I have a better place for my phone, which I'll show you, but it does have this small back pocket, a larger middle pocket, and a front pocket as well that's not quite as large as the middle pocket. So then I put my key holder in there. I put my nasal spray in there. I put my lip balms in there, and then I also put a hand lotion. I'm sorry I left that in my other bag. I put my little Nivea hand cream. I think these are perfect. They're so small and easy, and they don't take up a lot of room in your bags. So I mainly have it like this. So I mainly have the larger back pocket like this. The downside is if you take one thing out, everything moves around and you have to reorganize it. It's kind of like creating a puzzle, but it's not that big of a deal. And then I put my reading glasses in the front pouch, and I put my sunglasses on top there in their pouch. So everything is really well organized. I maybe have a little bit more room, but I don't want to stuff my bag. And then the back has this great zipper pocket. It does share the space with the internal smaller back pocket. There is lining between them. So what you have in this little, what you have in this little back pocket will be separate from what you have in the zipper compartment, but they essentially share the same space, so you can't fill them both up. And then it just closes with the clasp. Downside, and really the only one of this bag, is that hardware does scratch. I did take the stickers off. I'm not sure if you can see any scratches, but it does get scratched. And then sometimes it's a little, see, you can, it's a perfect example. You're wearing it on your shoulder and you're trying to close it. And so you're moving it around on that hard surface. This hard surface is moving around this hard surface, so it's bound to get scratched, but I don't really care about that. It's made to be used. The material they put over it, the protectors it comes with, dull the gold, and some people leave them on. I choose not to. The shoulder strap is detachable.
Sorry, could you
And
say
then,
that again?
damn it, Siri, I hate her. The shoulder straps do detach there, and then, you know, it can expand even further. I don't like to overstuff my bags. I really don't like them to lose their natural profile, because then they get stretched out and can warp. But this is really, in my opinion, the perfect everyday bag. I love this bag so much. This is definitely coming. It's going to be my main workhorse. The last bag I have is even smaller, and I should add the Pochette Métis reverse monogram or monogram retail for $2,570. I didn't say the Cluny price. The Cluny is the exact same price. The last bag I have and the smallest is my Aspinall of London Sasha Satchel. It's made out of just smooth tan leather. I love the color. It's got the, I think it's champagne gold. It's got our lighter gold hardware. On the back, it has Aspinall of London. If you're wondering what these holes are, they're stupid in my opinion. It comes with another leather, like tiny belt, I would describe it as. It's maybe like this big, it's adjustable. And the idea is you loop it through here and adjust it, and you can attach it to the frame of your bicycle. Which I'm like, okay, well, what do you do with the shoulder strap? And what are you carrying in here that you're going to be using a bike with? I don't know. I think it's stupid. I think it would have been better if they somehow had those holes bigger and you could convert the shoulder strap into like a belt for a belt bag. I think that would have been a better option. Have the ring for the bike frame, but also allow you to make it a belt bag. Now, I would never do that, but someone might. Another thing I hate about the bag is this top handle here because it's loose up here. You can tighten it, but then these magnet closures don't exactly line up. You can actually remove the strap. I did that. I didn't remove it. I loosened it enough where I could take the top handle off, and I left it under a heavy book for like a weekend to see if it would maybe soften it up enough to flatten out if it's down like that, but it doesn't. And so it really only looks good like this. The problem with that is when you're wearing it shoulder bag and you open it, you usually come back to it being like this. So in fact, I think I'm gonna super glue this down and say, F it, super glue it down so it stays like this. And then I'll of course never be able to sell it, but that's okay. It retails for $550, and I think it's super cute. So I don't envision ever selling this. And it just didn't look good when I removed this top shoulder strap because of the leather right here. It just looked like something was missing. So I'm probably gonna, right after this video, just super glue this down. I know that's probably not the best thing, so it stays like this. I'm not bringing this bag. I still do think this is a great bag for when you need less, and I'll show you how I would use it needing less. But the profile, it's not that much smaller than the Pochette Métis. The Pochette Métis is like maybe a little more than an inch taller and a little more than an inch longer. So it's not worth it to bring this and use this instead of this because I can fit more in this. And the profile on the width, if it's more in the Pochette Métis because you can get more in it. So I don't have a need to bring this, but I still love this bag. And now I'll show you really what fits inside. So the first thing I have to do is I have to downsize to my really thin wallet, and I'd probably use this with the Balms as well. It just holds a couple cards. It doesn't even have a place for cash, so I would fold up cash here and carry my ID, but it just takes up almost no space. So that's the first thing I have to do when I use this bag. On the interior, it's pretty simple. It's just got one slip pocket there. It's made with a nice soft material. My huge iPhone fits in there perfectly. Then I would have my ever-present nicotine lozenges. I would have my hand cream. I would have my lip balm and nasal spray in there. I would use just the single key that I have to save room rather than using this. And then I would be able to really just fit my, why is this so hard to do this live? I would just have my reading glasses in there. So all of that does fit in there. I could actually get my sunglasses in there too. So it's packed. It's packed full. It does close. Like I said, it's got the magnetic closures here, so you're not actually undoing these buckles. But I guess I actually could get away with this as a everyday carry-around bag, but then I have to take stuff out to get to other stuff, which I don't like. And as I said, it's got the nice hardware with the shoulder strap that just attaches on either side. And the kind of weird thing is it kind of hangs weird when you put it on your body, because you can see these D-rings here, they're angled and they're not in the center. They're angled back and they're in the front of the bag. So it can hang a little forward when you're carrying it, much like this does actually. And I should have pointed that out as a con when I was going through this, but you can see it hangs front forward because the straps are in the back. I really wish they would have had an option to have you be able to hook it to the sides so it could stay just like that. And I wish this had the D-rings completely centered and flat so it hung straight up and down. But I really do love this bag. I think it's beautiful. It's cute. It's $550 compared to, you know, the highest price here, $2,570. So big, huge price difference. And it's just super cute. So it would especially work well in the evening where I didn't have to bring my sunglasses, because then I'm not having to dig to get stuff out and I can fit everything I need. I always need reading glasses, so those have to come with me. They kind of started this whole bag thing for me years ago when I got my first reading glasses because I just couldn't carry everything in my pockets anymore. So there you have it. I know this was a long video, so if you stayed with me the whole time, thank you. I would love to know your thoughts on which one you think I should bring in addition to the Pochette Métis and why. And also, let me know if you think I should bring this or this as maybe my third bag option. I'm definitely leaning towards this. I think that covers everything. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening.